Mark gets it.
Oh, wow.
That was so much clipping. I couldn't.
Where? What?
It's
What?
to the left
What?
cuff. It's
What?
to the left cuff. The left cuff, Lazarus.
Oh, incredible. Saved his tournament life right here on ball 3.
Oh, he got it. He
got
got
it.
it.
Oh, my God.
Again, we're at INDISC 2019. You're watching Day 1 Classics Finals. We will have a separate Classics tournament tomorrow, and we will stream those finals as well.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the first time they're doing 2 classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes the pressure, the time pressure, that much that much more tense.
2 deadlines, not just the one, yeah.
The queues were pretty long at the end of the day already here today.
Buffalo Pinball, thank you so much for that 100 bits.
Thank you, Buffalo Pinball.
We need you back for Sea of Thieves. Who are we asking for? Escher? Unfortunately, Escher qualified, so he's not going to be playing Sea of Thieves for the next day or 2.
I guess one other thing we could talk about is that INDISC, all of INDISC has switched to a card format
Yeah.
compared to a best game format.
Yeah.
Does someone want to explain that a little bit?
Sure.
Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, so it's it actually goes back to the old Papa style format where you need to put in your best on classics, your best 4-game card. So you pretty much have to play 4 games in a row, and that equates to your entry.
Right.
It's different in that you can't just keep playing the same game over and over again until you get a really good score.
Right.
So if you have a really bad game on your card, that might get that card busted.
Yeah.
So you need to be more consistent in this format.
Yeah. I felt with the original Pump and Dump, which we had here, it felt like I could just play a game, kind of get locked in, and then actually blow it up. Where
Yeah.
this, it's literally you get to play the game, and you're not going to be able to play it because you're playing other games after that.
Yeah.
So, do you like this format, or?
This is my first time playing in this format. It's not my favorite so far, especially since I have a card with a that's not a keeper but has a #1 score on it.
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
yeah, with the old format, I probably would be in good shape right now, but with the new one, yeah, you pretty much just need to have this perfect card
Right.
to advance.
Playing 4 consistent games of pinball is very difficult.
And
Yeah.
in the main, you got to do 5.
Yep.
So
That is hard.
yeah.
So, I mean, I literally saw my card and I had a bad game, but it was too late to get a new card because of the time restriction.
Yep.
So, I mean, I improved on each game, but it was kind of sad because I had no chance of making finals after the second game, but I needed to play the card out.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so we are waiting on a couple players to come back.
all right.
They said they start at 7:30 with the quarterfinals.
Hey, everyone say hi to Carl D'Angelo. He's done an amazing job with the stream and with all the cameras, the setup, everything.
It's unbelievable.
I want a lot of emotes in chat right now for Carl.
There's got to be 10 miles of HDMI cord
I know, right?
running through here.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stuff wirelessly too, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, the classics are all streamed wirelessly. Carl has this awesome mobile rig on wheels. Makes it easy to move from game to game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very, very handy.
They want Escher, so we'll see which group Carl decides to give us. Keep in mind the top 8 competitors had a bye the
Yep.
first round, so we will see them entered into this second round. Thank you for the Penelope's Lock Boy. It's my kitty.
Again, you can follow along at home at nevertrains.com/2019. You can see how the card format works out. Actually adds a lot of strategy, I think. You have to be really careful about which games you pick. You can pick games to hurt other people to
Yep.
try to bump other people down, which is interesting.
Yep.
So definitely a lot of strategy involved. And it's very nerve-wracking. Once you get that card with 3 good games or 4 good games, and you just need that last good game, oh, it's stressful.
Yeah.
There's the link. Thank you, Zentron. Yeah. Like I said, I literally played 1 game in the main bank, got first place on Pirates, and I'm like, I'm going to calm down a little. So I'm here commentating.
Yeah, shout-outs to Jersey Jack. We have Pirates here, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jersey Jack in the main bank. I think this might be you.
And there's a dialed in over at the women's and kids bank.
So pinball from all different companies here.
Yep.
All different eras.
Yep.
No matter what you like, there's something here you would enjoy.
I'm hoping we get that bonsai run working.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah. I was interested with the new ROM, but unfortunately it was having issues.
Yeah,
so
we'll see if it's up again tomorrow.
Yep, that we will.
So it looks like we're just about to get you to another round.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that as a strategy. If you have like a bum card, you could literally decide, okay, I'm going to push this player down.
Yep.
Definitely.
Oh, geez, that's mean.
Especially if you're on the bubble, you want to look at the people around you, and maybe someone has a okay score on another game, and you can play that game to just try to knock them down.
Yep.
You just need a couple points.
Yeah?
Yeah, so one of the differences also is that all your scores count. So even if your card isn't a keeper, those scores will still count unless you void them.
Yep.
So
We're going into Gottlieb free fall.
Ooh, Ben fallen. And this is a 1-player game, so Ben will play his full game, and then we will continue with Snow, Phil, and Corey.
So I guess this is ball 2. Guess we'll find out.
Might be hard to see that, unfortunately. We'll see if we could get that in view.
So what you want to do in this game is hit the numbered rollovers. I believe it's 1 through 9. And that lights the drop targets for
10x, right?
For 10x, yeah. Or no, I think it goes to 500. And then if you get the 10x,
So it's
there's
5.
one that would be lit for 10x. You want to get both of these lights lit here.
Oh, okay.
And then it's the max value.
Gotcha. But they kind of shift around.
Yeah,
I did not touch this game, so I unfortunately do not know. So we're at 20,000 now. And
Ooh, nice save.
if I counted right, we're on ball 3.
Tilt will
It
end
escaped.
game here too, so gotta watch out. Oh, is it will it end game? Actually, no.
No. I think
ball and
only
play.
El Dorado had that.
Ball and play plus 1 ball.
So switch hits alternate which drops are lit for 10x, and then the numbered rollovers light the other light for, I believe it goes up to 500 points instead of 50.
So we're either on ball 3 or 4 here. 42,000. Based off of what I saw during my scorekeeping, it's a decent score. We're already up to 50,000. He's doing pretty good. Ooh, nice little tap there. Drops have been reset, and unfortunately he's going to lose that down the middle. So we are now on ball, I can't tell. Down the middle.
Yikes.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yep.
Yep, that is ball 5. So Ben is going to end with 59,390. And Carl's going to set that up. So the score to beat is currently that by Ben Clement from Arizona. You here, Crazy Kitty Man. How you doing, Burrs?
So we got Snow next she's from Colorado.
Yep.
Shout outs to Colorado Pinball. Be sure to give them a follow on Twitch as well.
Great stream. Go Snow, exactly, with Lunchbox, their puppy mascot. Goes down on the top lanes. So what do the top lanes do when you complete them?
Those are numbered, so they light one of these drops
Gotcha,
right here.
for the 500?
Yes. And then you want to hit hit it when it's lit for both 500 and 10x for a total of 5,000
each. Yep.
is the max value.
Very similar to El Dorado.
Yes.
Go Snow. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Dead Flip. You know, the kids are playing the same bank as the women's as far as the low scorers in the kid tournament, so they're tough. I saw some of the top ladies having some tough games over there.
Just a rough bounce out of that side lane, goes straight down the middle.
Yep. If my count's correct, this is ball 3.
I think is it ball 2?
I believe it's ball 2.
Oh.
The drops are completed. Completing the drops also gives you 5,000 points.
Yep. It's 5,000 there. Dead Flip would like to adopt Carl. I'd be scared if Dead Flip had 40 Sony Handycams. Ooh, right out lane.
Okay, so ball
The only
4.
way to get the 1 and 3 is through those out lanes, though?
You can get them up top too.
Up top,
yes.
yeah.
So yeah, some of the numbers are doubled. Those numbered rollovers also do light some of these side rollovers for extra points as well.
And she's got most of those drops lit. 32,000.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be the last ball.
I believe this is ball 5.
Got some catching up to do. Gets that in lane, though.
Nice, and now the WOW is lit.
Yeah, just go to town on those drop targets.
Yep. 40,000.
Oh,
no.
Oh.
No, going to end with 40,690, it looks like. That 10's been an intermittent problem today. Overall solid game, I think, for this game.
Yeah, I like these kind of Gottlieb games with similar to El Dorado, where one drop is lit or a few drops are lit, and you really have to aim accurately to get those maximum points.
So we've got Phil coming up here from Ontario. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It's the same way Snow drained earlier.
Yeah.
Yep. And unfortunately, failing to get one of those in lanes that were lit is definitely harmful for the rest of the game. But he gets up there. It's a drop.
Beautiful little drop catch.
Nice hit on the tip of the flipper there.
There's a completion of the drop targets.
So he goes for that 5,000 and nails it. He's up to 37,000 already. Gets a 500 drop there, possibly.
And a very good ball too here.
Yeah, great ball. What a nudge. Nudged it all the way to the right flipper.
Up top, gets another lane lit. Just past Snow with 44,000 now. Looks like he has 3 drops currently lit. Or up. That one's going to be
Down the middle.
500.
Great ball.
What a ball.
Jack with another 100 biddies. Thank you, Jack. Got a good amount of those drops lit. That one's only 500. He didn't have the multiplier there.
So you just pulled into first right now.
Yep, 60,000. Nice cradle. Finishes up the drops.
We see drain out the right out lane and got a 3. Now he just needs the 1.
Yep, he's already at 72,000. This guy is wrecking it. Ooh, but that's a...
Commentator's curse.
I think this is his last ball.
I was just repeating what chat said. It's chat's fault. Nice 5,000 drop there. That one was also 5,000, so he's going to end with 84,500.
A great game. So am I reading that right on the backlash? The tilt penalty is ball in play plus 1 ball? So
Yes.
you lose 2 balls when you tilt? Wow.
Yep.
Interesting. Is that standard on this game, or is that a...
Well, they started this with the out of ball, unfortunately, and they found out that was not a good idea. So they removed that. I don't remember this being there when I was scorekeeping, but I didn't really cover free fall. It's all your fault, Dead Flip. He's still got first place so far, so we'll see what Corey could do here. Since this is a 1-player EM. I'm really nervous when I play the 1-player games in a tournament, in like the qualifying, or not qualifying, but for playoffs.
When you go first or when you go last?
Regardless. But, I mean, going first definitely has a huge disadvantage, I feel.
Yes, so Corey going last knows all of the scores he has to beat.
Yep.
Completely.
Get some in lanes. Nice control. Gets a 5,000 off the bat, but it doesn't register because he also hit the other drop next to it, right? So I think it registered the base value times 10 and not the 5,000. No, he didn't actually hit the 5,000. My bad. Lining up those lights with the target's hard. Ball 2. That left in lane.
There's some 5,000.
Got some 5,000s on that right side. He hit one of them. So he's up to 18,000 so far.
So this is sort of the important part. When you have 1 drop left and Corey nails it,
Yep.
resets all of the drops, and then you can get even more points.
He has 3 currently lit for 5,000 each.
Because if you're having trouble hitting that last drop, you're sort of not getting any points for a while.
Now, he hit both drops there, but unfortunately that only triggered 1 5,000, right?
Yeah.
Well, preferably you hit each one separately and give it time to count the switch. Looks like he's going for that far right 5,000 drop. It's already up to 44,000, so he's currently at least finishes up with the point here. Trying to catch up to Ben now. We're at 59,000. Nails another 5,000 and catches up past Ben Clement. So he's locked in second. Let's see if he can get first.
He did not go for the 5,000.
He has favored not to go after the that drop target from the right flipper. Fortunately, he goes for the left one and drains.
Let's see if he can plunge into the 5.
Yep. It's up to 69,000 now.
There it
Oh,
is.
he gets it.
Has one drop left. That second drop on the left. There it is.
Nice.
Resets his drops. Hits that 5,000. Hits another. Looks like that was a 5,000, but all he needs is one more hit, and he could pretty much secure first. It's that commentator curse, right? There's 5,000. He's up to 80,000. 81.
Uh-oh.
Just needs one more 5,000.
One
Oh,
more.
and all of his numbers reset.
All his numbers reset. Is that 5,000 or no?
So that's not good.
Yeah, he completed the whole bank. But he's going to have to grind out a couple thousand points here.
This is the scariest part when you just need a few points on an EM.
Yep.
1,000-point bump, pop bumper.
He does make that nice adjustment there where people were trying to live catch it out of that left lane.
He's got it.
He caught
Nice.
it. 88,000.
And great games on free fall.
Yeah. Very nice games from all four competitors. This is this is the quarterfinals, Anthropy.
So we can see Corey finishing round 1 on free fall with 4 points.
Phil Birnbaum taking 2 points, Ben Clement with 1, and Snow Galvin going to have to catch up on game 2 and 3. We also had a Group 1 Mystic finish up. Looks like Bob Matthews took first with 4 points. Damien taking second with 2 points. Keith Elwin with 1 point, and Bob Caldwell with 0 points.
You're watching It Never Drains in Southern California 2019. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
If you are interested in the standings, you have the site on the bottom left of the corner. Neverdrains.com/2019. You catch up with all the scoring going on.
Sea Witch.
Sea Witch. This is still game 1. Ball 3. Looks like Escher is in a lead. 600,000 points.
Killer group here.
Yep. Got Escher, Raymond Davidson, Stephen Bowden, and Howard Dobson. I would not want to be scary no matter how high of a lead you have in this group.
So Escher gets 1 bonus multiplier. You want to complete the drop target bank with the X lit in front of it.
Yep.
And it
Got
cycles
that,
around.
that loop, though.
Your bonus X does carry over in this game, so you want to get that early.
There's another multiplier.
Nice save. Another loop. I believe bonus carries 4x. It always keeps the 4x.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common thing in a lot of these classic Sterns. If you get your bonus X too high, then it starts to reset.
Yep. Yeah, I think this one, even if you get the 7x, it will be down to 4x next game ball.
So Escher's completed each drop target bank once. That lights the loop for double value. Riptide.
How much is the loop worth?
Actually, not a ton. I want to say each one of those lights is 1,000, and then so doubled would be 2,000. So I'd say that's about 20-some thousand. I'm sure someone in chat knows the exact value. You can let us know.
Asher's up to 900,000.
There it is.
Yeah.
That was worth quite a bit.
Wow.
Then you have the spinner value as well.
Which is controlled by the green lights, right?
Yep. So he has 3 of 4 lit. It's the third one right up here that he would need to complete it. He's terrible at writing on this screen.
That's at 800 a spin right now.
Yep. He's about past $1 million, which is a very nice score for Sea Witch. There it is. Up that spinner. Tries for that loop. And the one thing with Escher that I've always noticed is he usually stays really calm no matter what's going on with the game.
What a ball.
Very nice ball. Nice finish for Escher. But he has a, yeah, he has a bonus countdown.
The mental game in pinball is so important.
This kid got a C in English.
Look at that bonus countdown.
Buffalo Pinball, thank you so much for that, host.
So that would have been the number 4 qualifying score. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick Stein had the top score on that one, 2 mil.
Yep. Raymond Davidson coming up, ball 3. He did have his multipliers, it looks like, or he just got his third one, it looks like, actually. Keeps the ball in play there. Cradling up on the left side. Trying to get the bank on the right side, it looks like. Try to backhand it. There it is. So that's going to light his, actually he's at 7x, it looks like. Yeah, he's completed his multipliers. Gets the loop. And Raymond over 400,000 points now. Shooting the loop again.
Oh, does it go all the way around?
It's got
But
that
a lot of
spinner
value on that spinner too, though.
It's huge.
Just trying to hit that loop with the bottom flipper there. It's up over 550,000. Now 600,000.
Gets a bonus collect on that drop target bank.
Goes up to 700,000. Feeding that spinner, trying to get that loop. Feeding it again. Fighting those pops now. Got the ball settled and hits
Boom.
that spinner again. He is working it, trying to catch up to Escher.
And that spinner value is maxed.
Yep.
1,000 to spin. Looks like he's trying to get that bonus collect on the middle bank.
It's worth a good amount of points right now.
There it is.
Max bonus. Up past $1 million now.
It's going to be really
Oh my
close.
goodness.
Nice
Ooh.
save.
Ducked
What a
that ball
save.
out of the trash can.
Got the bonus collect again.
And the way you get that bonus collect is the second or after time that you complete a drop target bank. You want to leave one drop standing, and that drop will be lit for bonus collect.
Yep. So he has the center one lit for bonus collect.
You can see it blinking, and he just
And
got it.
Just collected it. So he's up almost to 1.3 million.
I think with bonus, he's going to
I
pass him.
I believe he is too, yes. But keep in mind, he's also got Keith Elwin playing behind him, so, or not Keith, sorry, Stephen Bowden and Howard Dobson.
What a game.
I was thinking the previous game.
This is some world-class play you're seeing, folks.
Magnets in the fingertips. And he surpasses 1.6 million with that. So Howard's going to come up. Starting about where Raymond did the last ball, so it's definitely doable.
Gonna need some work, though.
Howard Dobson from Annapolis, Maryland. Great to see people from all over the country coming out to INDISC.
Yeah. Yeah. Not just the country, but the world.
Definitely.
Got some Europeans in here. Possibly someone from Australia. Gets that loop from the bottom flipper there. He's working on that upper right drop target bank. Gets that pop to get it in.
So each time you collect a bonus multiplier, it moves to a different bank. So now the center bank is lit.
Center bank is lit. That was his 4X. So he just completed his 5X center bank, and he'll need to collect that left bank.
Now it's time for Riptide.
He's quickly gaining speed on his points, and out. Well, he did pick up some good points there. He almost got to 500,000. And now we have Stephen Bowden starting with 165,000. Mountain of points to get anywhere. So he's also out the right out lane. So he unfortunately is going to take a 0 here. Raymond Davidson coming from behind to take the victory here. We'll get 4 points. Escher will take 2. Howard's going to get 1. And Stephen Bowden's going to end with 0 this first game. Best out of 3, guys.
Shout outs to Color DMD. Actually, I've never seen it on one of the high-res Sega displays. We have a Color DMD on Baywatch here.
Yep.
It actually looks pretty cool.
Yep. Museum of Pinball. Come out and play some pinball if you're in SoCal, guys. They're open till Sunday. Got Pin Stadium lights. Brightening up your playfield today. Captain's Auction Warehouse.
Buy some games.
Buy all the games.
Get some pinball.
Comet Pinball for their LED lights. And we are currently at It Never Drains in Southern California, held here in Banning, California.
I love this new logo they have.
Yep.
They're also selling T-shirts here in the gift shop that are pretty cool.
Yep. And Brian O'Neill, Scorebit.
Got to get Carl to fix that logo.
And we're back to Color DMD. Method Salt, thank you so much for your subscription.
Thank you.
I'm sure that will help maybe make a little bit of a dent out of the equipment Carl pays for this.
So we're into game
Carl
2
gives you a thumbs up.
of this group with Raymond, Steven, Howard, and Escher.
More
And
laser
we are
cue.
more laser cue.
More
This is
laser
a
cue.
favorite.
Laser Q forever.
Got to get some Mystic in there soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone mentioned wanting to see Mystic, and I'm like, I don't know. Not how
I'm
it
waiting for
played for
someone to
me.
pick it.
I would not pick it.
Raymond getting some nice bumper love. Already gotten 2 bonus multipliers.
Yep. Yeah, he's just going back up for those multipliers. Traps it on the right flipper there.
Oh, see, he hit the
Ooh.
wrong target.
He
Lost
missed the
progress.
wrong target.
But right back up there.
Yep. He's going to get another multiplier here. So he's up to 4x already, and that's going to stay from ball to ball.
Yikes.
Ooh. Goes for that drop target bank to finish, and he misses.
That was mean.
Yep. I'm hearing him saying how bad that drain was in the back. They're literally playing right behind us. Steve Bowden, player 2.
With that awesome beard.
Awesome beard. And it looks like he's going to do kind of the same method, try to get those multipliers going. Nice nudge there to keep it from that out lane, but back into that left out lane.
The pinball gods disagree.
Unfortunately, ending with basically no progress there. I love the player cam. The Damien running around. So we got player 3 and Howard Dobson. He qualified in 8th, had the bye last round. testing out the
staging.
Staging.
As we were talking about earlier.
I haven't seen anyone actually do it successfully, though, yet. I'd be too afraid.
That is a tough thing to do. But these are world-class players, so you never know.
So on the left flipper, so does he go for drops? He does. Goes straight for the drops. I think the other players were going for multipliers, and
Yikes.
tries to hold up the ball, and it decides, nope, not going to have any of that. Howard picking up 50,000 on ball one. And we've got Escher Lefkoff, Colorado. And Carl's trying to freeze up our stream again. Tim Balls, how are you doing, Tim? How goes all the things that are pinball, and why are you not here?
I know. I was going to say, yeah, you should be out here.
I think I saw a post about him. I forgot what it was. I think he ear infection. That's what it was.
Is Escher eating a lollipop?
He is. And you know what?
It's like no big deal. Just playing a finals classics game. Gonna eat a lollipop.
Yeah. And then, you know, lose the ball between the flippers.
And no nerves
Is that what
at all.
happened? I actually, it was so fast I didn't see it.
So now we're back to Raymond, ball two. Raymond in the lead right now.
Yep. Already has 4x multiplier. He is not happy with that last drain.
But he did get those multipliers, which was huge.
Yep.
So that was a lot of progress on ball one for
He does
Raymond.
get it through that. You could make it back into the shooter lane. And if your spinner's lit, that could be worth a ton of points. He's still working up the multipliers, it looks like. Is he going to go for the drop? He does. Completes his 1 through 5. Now he's going for the left targets there. Flashing white ones. Nails it. Now he wants the right side. And he nails that, so he has the left ball, which is that right orbit right there. Completes a rack.
And Raymond's sitting pretty right now.
Oh, yeah, he's got 5x multipliers.
Yeah, now the multipliers are going to start going up quite a bit, get pretty juicy. I think it goes to 7 and then 10 after that.
Yes.
It's
7,
something.
10.
Yep. Oh, tries to juggle it
Great ball.
and out the left out lane, but that bonus is going to count up. He didn't tilt it, did he?
No.
No. So he's up to 430,000. Got Steven Bowden.
So
Player
now
two.
all of the other players didn't do much with their ball one.
Yep.
Let's see what they
You
can do
can
with ball
see
two.
he has no multipliers, no balls. Does get his first multiplier there. And those pops could actually really give you some help.
Wow, gets to do a cradle on that upper right flipper.
So you're going to go for the drops here.
Drop, spinner? Yeah, drops.
Yep. So he gets the first one. And you have to do these in order. If you fail and you hit the ones later, you lose progress. Kicks it back one. So he's going for that middle drop, and he gets it, and he gets the fourth one. So now he can complete it, and there it is.
Beautiful.
So now to complete the rack, he has to hit the left stand up there with the flashing lights. Then he'll want to go for the right one, and then the 8 ball.
I love using that upper flipper to hit that orbit.
Yep.
Again, we talked about those Q targets right there, but they're not really worthwhile.
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
really want to get back up there and get some bonus multiplier.
Yeah. He's getting his bonus multipliers up. He's at 3x now.
And another thing we didn't talk about is, so his orbit for the 8 ball is actually maxed out at 100,000. So when he collects the 8 ball, he will also get 100,000
Yes.
points.
Oh, he's still got to hit that right.
You only get that
Stand up.
value when the 8 ball is lit, but you do build it up, I believe, each time you hit it.
Yes.
And that's the same with the 6 and the 7 also.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank you, Carl.
I realized that. I just saw no value on them right now.
Oh, weird
man.
bounce
Ooh.
there.
Weird bounce. So he does just
Dirty pool indeed.
get through ball 2 with 230,000. Nap Arcade, thank you for those 100 biddies, and same with Joe Silk. Nice multipliers, Ray.
Howard Dobson stepping up again for his ball 2.
Unfortunately, he got some of the balls at least done. He needs 2 drops to at least save progress on the balls.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
Hits the wrong drop. Now, how did he get that drop after that?
Did he spell ball?
He must have.
Yes, because that will spot you a drop or a pool ball.
Okay. So his spinner's lit. Yeah. Which is why his spinner's lit. So do you go for spinner or do you go for the drops here?
Spinner is a tight shot. I would, if you need a few points to get on the board.
Ooh, that left out lane though.
Howard jumps up to 148,000.
Yep. So
Now Escher stepping up.
no lollipop this time.
I don't know. I'd go with the lollipop. Get that sugar.
It is starting to get late here. And he's on Colorado time, right? So it's, what, 10?
And a lot of hours of pinball.
Yep. Goes for that drop, and it just didn't want to drop.
Yikes.
Ooh, nice save, though.
Keeps it alive. And you can see the hesitation there. No one wants to get scissored
Yep.
on that right flipper.
Ooh. All the balls are going back down. Is he missing, or is it?
I think he clipped it, but there
Yeah.
it goes. Completes his 5.
Look at that. Nerves of steel.
Yep. That patience, just trying to get the shot he needs. Dances the ball over the left flipper and decides to go up top. Gets a multiplier, his first one. He opts to let the ball come down here. Has the spinner lit now. And just goes straight back up top. Oh, but it dances up the slingshot and out the left out lane. That hurts.
Those
Escher is
bounces.
going to end ball 4 in third with 187,000, and he has some progress going, so no one's safe here. Ball 3, starting with Raymond Davidson. Now, Raymond does have 5x multipliers.
So Raymond is feeling good right now. He doesn't have to worry about much. Just pile on the lead.
Yep. He's already got the 1 rack set up.
So the one thing I forgot is whenever you spell pool, it also spots you a ball letter. So that is how Escher got a drop target. Because he
Gotcha.
spelled pool to get a bonus multiplier, which also finished ball.
Yep. So Raymond almost finishing up the, he's getting up to that level which the multipliers get insane.
Yes, I believe they maxed out at 20x,
Yep. The last one I believe is 20x.
which is just out of control.
Yep. So I think he's probably at 7x, and then I think it goes 10, 15, 20. I might be wrong there.
Yeah, I
Sounds
think
right.
That sounds right.
They're big numbers.
Ooh, there was a little insert there that almost caught him.
So I think he's up to 10x.
Is that 10 or 15?
It's a
That
lot.
is something which I've tried to work on with my cameras, is being able to actually see what's in those inserts, and it's not the easiest thing to do. That nice spinner, that's going to give him about 30,000.
And
Ooh.
feeds right down the middle, but Raymond's going to get a huge countdown.
Yep.
753, I believe.
753,000 finishing the game off with. Very solid score.
So Steven is in second place with about 230,000.
Yep.
But the other players are hot on his tail.
Yep.
He does have some bonus multipliers, so maybe he'll.
Steven has probably the most progress out of all of them too. He's close to his rack, and he has a 4x multiplier going. So the question is, what is he going to do here? And he's just going back up top, gets his 5x. Patience, laying the ball, trying to get the ball settled so he could decide where to go next. And he has the 8-ball lit now.
And at huge value, too.
Very huge value. That's worth upwards to, I'd say, 150,000. And he gets it.
That upper flipper again. He's really good at that.
Yep. So he collected the 8-ball value, his rack.
Oh, nice little nudge to bring it back in.
That was a awesome nudge. And he's already working on his next rack. So he's got the 8-ball lit. It's upping the value by hitting those stand-ups.
Oh, my goodness.
That was close.
Oh.
Ooh. Slings it up into those drops, and back down and out.
So not going to catch Raymond, but a healthy lead ahead of Howard and Escher.
Yeah, picks up 577,000. Very good ball. Very close, very close. He had the opportunity.
Howard stepping up. He is in last place currently.
Does have a multiplier, but that's about it to start the ball. S. Daniels, thank you for those 100 biddies. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Knapp, you need to get out to Banning for sure. Great location. So Howard getting his 1 through 5 drops up top. Can now work on getting his others. Goes up top. We'll collect a multiplier, 3x.
And that also collected ball.
Yep.
Spinner's lit.
So he's lined up to get some points here. Keeps the ball in play. Didn't. Get some control. Cradles the ball on the left side.
Gonna settle down. Eye up that orbit shot.
Yep.
Take your time.
Wants the stand
wants
up
the
though,
ball,
so
yes.
he could complete his rack. Ooh, hits the hits that stand up and goes out the left out lane. It's up to 289,000 though. So he's currently sitting in third, and here comes Escher. Escher is close to completing his rack and has 2x multiplier.
So each ball is worth 2,000 in bonus. Is that correct? Something like that.
Yep.
And he has a 2x already. So he's probably got about 25 in the bank.
I count 22.
So you really start eyeing your bonus here and figure out how much do you really need.
He gets the ball up into the shooter lane, working his multiplier. Got 3x now, so each ball is worth 3,000.
Oh no!
I think
And this is going to be
should
close.
pass
I don't know.
Whoa.
It was
Ooh.
just shy.
him. Wow.
5,000 off.
Just shy.
9,000 off, sorry.
So Escher's going to take a 0 that round.
Here's all the quarterfinal groupings, guys. And if you want to follow along with the brackets, check out neverdrains.com/2019.
So I think I'm going to step away.
All right,
All
Brian.
right, thank you, Brian. Brian
Yeah.
O'Neill.
Thanks, guys.
So Brian O'Neill from San Francisco area. Everyone should thank him for his commentary.
Yeah, great commentary. And check out Scorebit.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out. I think they're just entering beta right now. I saw a post on Tilt Forums.
Yeah.
You can read up on it.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea. They're working really great for the scorekeepers. So let's look at what the other groups are doing. So we didn't get the completion of the laser cube, but we could look at Group 2. Looks like Corey Dunn has qualified into the semis, and we've got a 3-way tie going into Game 3 with Snow Galvin, Phil Birnbaum, and Ben Clement.
So it's anyone's game.
And it is. Group 3 with Damian Charletti in first, Bob Matthews in second, Keith Elwin in third, and Bob, unfortunately, in fourth currently. Anyone's game, though, between those three guys, Damian, Bob, and Keith. And then we've got Group 4 on 8-ball, or they've completed 8-ball. Bone Cairns, 5 points. Phil Baird with 4 points. Will McKinney with 3 points, and Tony Lavigna with 2 points.
Forgive us, Tony, for butchering your name.
I thought I did a good job. It took me a second.
That's probably right. Again, shout outs to Banning. Great place. There's so many games here.
Yep.
I love coming here because I get to play these games I've never seen in my life.
Yep. Joseph, thank you for the 104 biddies.
Thank you.
Going towards the Carl D'Angelo IE Pinball stream. Color DMD.
It's funny seeing Color DMD on, like Game of Thrones, because you can actually recognize the people in the cutscenes that normally, it's just a bunch of dots, but with the color, it really brings it to life.
So, sponsored by Museum of Pinball and Pinball Stadium Lights.
We're here at It Never Drains in Southern California, 2019. This is the first day Classics Finals.
Yep.
There will be another Classics tournament tomorrow, so be sure to tune in again. And then on Sunday, we'll have the finals for the main bank, the women's bank, the high stakes bank. Lots of pinball action this weekend.
Yep.
So make sure you keep tuning in. Again, we thank you all for watching. And looks like we're about ready.
Yep. Choo Choo Bob, thank you so much for that follow. And same with Tilty McTiltsterson. We're on free fall.
Free fall again.
This is Raymond Davidson has already qualified in the semis, so this is a fight-off between Escher, Howard, and Steven.
Now, I do want to clarify something right now, which is
Please do.
the finalists can only choose each game once for the entire set of finals.
Oh, for the
such as
entire finals.
Raymond decided to defer choice this round.
Yep.
I think he wants to save some games at this point.
Yeah, since he's definitely already qualified for semis, he wants to save his picks. So he's just playing. This is a one-player game, so we're going to see Raymond play first, and then Escher, Howard, and Steven.
Raymond did have 2 unfortunate balls there. It just slinged out lane, bounced off the top of the sling. Yikes.
Grade A looking like payday. Well, he's moved on to the semis. I think all our 24 finalists get some prize.
Yeah.
He's moving on up. So, you want to explain free fall again?
Free fall, you want to hit the numbered rollovers. I believe it's 1 through 7. And that will light these drop targets here for 500 instead of 50. And then they also alternate at the lights just below for 10x. So max value on those drops will be 5,000. So you want to keep an eye on those lights, hit them when they're completely lit, get the numbered rollovers, and don't trade.
Yep. Now, how do you add lights to the 10x?
No, it just alternates.
Just alternates.
Yes, just alternates.
From those 3 and then the 4.
I believe that's supposed to be 4. I think one light's just out.
So the center one's always lit, just have a burn out on the second one.
And actually, the way I've usually seen it is only one drop is lit. But it looks like in this game, 4 of them are lit at a time.
Yep.
Nice dead bounce. Take a easy controlled shot.
Gonna go up, try to get that 5,000 drop. And nice little tip there. And that middle pop is worth 1,000 a pop too.
Yeah, those bumpers are big.
Just fighting the slings right now, trying to get some control. Hits a 5,000 drop.
And that's gone.
Out.
A nice ball there.
Yep. So that's going to finish it up at 75,120 points, which is a very good game on this.
The game we saw earlier, the top score was what, about 80? Corey had 88,000?
Yeah, around 88. I think a few people rolled this, but it was very low margin.
So what's the score?
Corey's score on El Dorado.
And what should it have been?
What did he change it to?
And you can see on the back glass there, if you tilt, you lose 2 balls, actually.
Keep score on there first.
Interesting.
Yep. That it is.
El
Careful with
Dorado
that.
player 4.
Player 2 will be Etcher Lefkoff.
And once Carl's doing some fixing of something going on in the software right now. I think someone had a scoring error.
How many points?
It's one-player games. You want to make sure to take a picture of the score so you don't lose track of it.
Kind of wish we had a notepad here so we could just write it down.
Just a great classics lineup.
Joe did correct me on the scoring. I'd said 75, not 76.
76,000. It's Raymond's score.
Yep, so Escher's walking up.
Now Raymond was already safely through, but maybe his score will foil one of the other players.
Yep. So Raymond had 76,120 points. Not that his score really matters much. He's already through.
What was that? 76 what?
76,120.
Now the winner of these remaining players will advance. So this is sort of a playoff for them.
So unfortunately, Escher starts off and misses all the in lanes. He gets that one on the left in the out lane. But so only his left drop target is worth 500. He gets the 4 rollover, so now he has 2. He went for the 5,000 up the middle. And it looks like the 4 is probably the best drop to have, because that's always led for 5,000. Escher getting a nice in lane there on the right side. Ooh, those inserts slowing down the ball and causing his ball to drain. He's down to ball 3 now. He is up to 19,000 though.
Oh, a Lazarus.
Nice Lazarus. It's come back from the dead.
And you have to have your wits about you to be ready to flick that ball away once you get that opportunity.
Escher already came back with the tiebreaker last round. Now in the quarterfinals, he's looking at trying to make it through to the semis. It's got a lot of work though, because 26,000 ball 3. So he's up to ball 4 now. The balls count down, so he has 2 balls left, this being ball 2 and then 1 more. Gets his 7 drop lit. Takes down that 5,004 drop. He's quickly picking up his score. He's up to 44,000 with another 5,000 hit. Very nice reaction. That backhand puts him up another 5,000, and there he's up to 54,000. Nice job, Escher.
Doubled the score.
Yep. Now he's going to want to hit us. He could backhand that one for 5,000, but he hits the 6 drop, giving him 500 points. And each sling will move that multiplier 10x from side to side.
So at this point, you just want to reset the bank.
Yep.
To give yourself more point opportunities. How many
Okay.
points if the drops are all
And
down?
The drops did reset. He gets a nasty feed out the right side. He's on ball 5 with 56 or 66,000. He's got all his drops lit, so he wants to hit them one at a time on the 5,000s. He hits one and then drains down the center. So he's going to finish up with 72,490.
That game was looking scary for a minute, but he didn't get nervous
Yep.
and had a
Yeah.
really nice game.
Yeah, he started off pretty rocky with that first ball. He only had the one lane, so he didn't catch up to Raymond. That doesn't matter in this fight. He just has to beat Howard and Steven to move on. So Howard's going to come up as player 3.
We were just talking about the mental game. I mean, that's a big thing in the classics because you're going to get the rough balls where you don't do much, but
Yeah.
you just have to brush it off and keep it going.
Yeah, sometimes you play a few balls and it's just bad, but in games like this, all it takes is to hit 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, and all of a sudden you're up to the lead. Howard getting the 5 in lane. Nice catch there. Gets a nice in lane there, and can he nudge it over? Ooh, gets a nice love from the pop. So he's got 3 drops already lit. He gets a drain. So he could possibly go for that 7 drop. I think I've heard people mentioning they liked going down that 7 side. I think it was Bob mentioning it.
I guess you do bounce into this pop bumper and tend to bounce down these lanes here, which can be lit for points.
Yep. Yeah. That he goes down to the
There.
5.
There's also that 1,000 bumper up there.
Yep. Ooh, he's going to get the 1 drop. So he has 4 of the 7 drops now lit. Looks like he tried for the one on the left, but gets number 2, and he bounces off the sling into the middle.
Maybe a little nudge when it hit the top of the sling would have kept that ball alive.
Howard is from Annapolis, Maryland. So
Thanks for coming out, Howard.
So we got ball 3 going. He's got 13,000. He needs to at least catch up to Escher with 72,000. His playoffs are on the line. But he qualified 8th seed, so he had that bye. He came in really nice. Had some good games earlier. Loses on that left out lane, and he is down to 2 more balls. He needs 50,000 points.
Yikes.
That's just 10 lit drops.
Right? Just 10 lit drops.
Yeah.
It's a good way to think about it.
Yeah. You do it one at a time. Can't get them all at once, so. And he just went down the 7, and he got the 2, so everything is lit. Now, if I recall, if he drains, his bank gets reset.
Yes.
But what does the WoW give?
It's supposed to give you an extra ball. I don't believe extra balls are on.
They're off,
Okay,
yeah. They started on, and they quickly turned them off and on the first game of the
So I guess the WoW is worthless.
Ooh. Other than losing all your 500s.
Yeah. So maybe that's kind of bad.
So literally, this is the last ball, and Howard has no 500 drops lit. This is the quarterfinals, Excalibur. So this is the first round, or second round. Howard had a bye in the first round. And I've always found it being tough to have buys in competition.
You're coming in cold.
Yep.
The players that had to fight through the earlier rounds, they're warmed up.
Yep. Now Howard's quickly, with that 1,000 pop, is quickly catching up on points. And he had a 5,000 drop there. He's up to 53,000, guys.
Just like you said, one drop at a time.
Yep. Now he only has 3 lit for 5,000.
So at this point, I would just reset the bank. Trying to.
Yep, he only has that 1 drop left. And he lit his 7 as well, so he has 4 drops lit now. Unfortunately, the multiplier is on the wrong side. So he hit the 500, but not multiplied. He does hit his 5,000 that is lit on both sides. Hits a 500.
Getting close.
Yep. And at this point, he just hit his another 500, so maybe just go for the drops, and he's out that out lane at 71,920.
Oh my goodness.
Just 1,000 off. Even less than that, 500.
Is that
500 off.
One drop target, even unmultiplied?
Yeah,
Oh.
that was heartbreaking, guys.
And there is no bonus in this game. So unfortunately, I think Howard's Classics run is over for today.
That it is. He played great, though.
Yeah.
And like I said, he had some tough going there, but he started ball 5 with nothing lit and
He made a run for it.
made 30,000 points. It just wasn't enough.
Now Stephen Bowden stepping up.
Yep, like Pin Daddy said, it was a beautiful ball 5. It just needed 500 more points. So Bowden trying to short plunge, it looks like, or just making sure he gets a rollover.
Maybe he was going for the 7 rollover like you mentioned.
Yep. He hits the 500 drop. It's unmultiplied, unfortunately, and he's fighting the slings right now. Ooh. And that
Yikes.
in lane is nasty on the right side. It just likes going down the middle.
That feed. I
So-
guess you have to preemptively nudge, give it a little bit more bounce.
Yep. So he picks up 8,000 ball 1 and 3 drops. Lines up his plunge. He'll definitely be going for one of the in lanes. Outside of that, I'm not sure what he, just keep going for drops, really. You get a 5th in drop, awesome.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming back.
He dances it out with the flipper. He gets a 6 drop. Gonna let it bounce over and just picks up a drop. I think it was a drop yard.
No.
Ooh, no, he tilted. That not only loses 1 ball, but it loses his next ball.
Wow.
And did he?
That is unfortunate.
And he may have tilted. I don't know what he did. Was that his ball 4? That must have been his ball 4.
A big time.
Yeah, that's the end of the game then.
Yeah, I think it was a tilt through.
Yeah,
So,
that's what it looked
4
like.
balls.
I see.
Yep. So he lost 4 balls in that tilt. He only
Wow.
had 3 anyways. So he is
That's
unfortunately.
And I think that ball he was trying to save was almost pretty much gone already at the time he tilted.
Yeah. Actually, that was ball 2.
Oh, wow. So he tilted through 4 balls.
Yeah, he tilted, lost his ball, and then it tilted through. So he lost 2 more balls after that. So he ends up with 10,000. He is unfortunately going to take last in this group. Howard gets a point, finishes 3rd in the group. Escher is going to be able to advance with Raymond Davidson into the semis.
Congrats to Raymond and Escher.
Yep.
Tilt ends game indeed.
Yeah, they're discussing it. There might actually be a ball given, but there's definitely going to be a discussion there. So hold off on that congratulations till later.
All right, we'll see.
Let's see what else we have. Laser Q is not finished. No one's actually finished here. This is games 3 for all the other opponents, and we will get you updates as soon as possible. We have a close group 2.
Yeah, anyone can take it.
Honestly, every group is close. The only player which is definitely out is Bob Caldwell. But everyone else is definitely in it, and no one's walking away with it in any of the other groups.
Hopefully we'll get some more different classics on stream. You're watching It Never Drains in Southern California 2019 here in Banning, California at the Museum of Pinball. Day 1 of Classics Finals.
Yep.
All right, so all the other games are on ball 3, player 3 or 4, so I can't move the rig over.
Yep.
So we're just going to sit tight. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
We're doing
I'm
awesome.
having a great time. I mean, this lineup is just nuts. What's your favorite Classics game, Raymond? Here today.
Good question. I really enjoyed, I had never played an El Dorado. I played it. I had a chance to actually get some, well, I pretty much was out of my card at that point, but I pulled off a top 20 score, and it was potentially a top 10. I just needed one more drop.
Yeah, El Dorado, very similar to Free Fall. You want to hit the lit drop.
Yep.
Very much a shooter's game.
My favorite game actually out of this bunch was Sea Witch, which I started out. Had a stinker. I had a great first ball and just a stinker game overall. And, you know, at that point, the timing was just crashed. I couldn't restart a new card. Didn't feel like wasting the money either to potentially get a 4th game in. So that's the problem with the, or not the problem, but the strategy behind this card system.
Format.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, queues were about 30 minutes a game, and I'm on, 4 p.m., and it's like 4:20 p.m. basically, and I'm like, I could try to restart the game, but I might not get my 4th game in. So I just decided to take the Sea Witch, which wasn't a horrible game, but it was not good, and unfortunately I bombed out.
Yeah, Sea Witch is a great game. The classic Stern, awesome artwork.
And it's done me well. I played on this specific one at Pinball Wizard, Pinball Madness.
Another
Arcade
pinball
Expo.
tournament here at the Museum of Pinball.
Yep.
So they have events here throughout the year.
Yep.
Look them up. Check out Arcade Expo. Check out Pinball Madness.
Yep. If you don't mind, I'm going to step away just a brief moment. Take a break, and I'll be right back, guys.
Thank you, Raymond. Raymond Ashby, everyone.
I'll be back in a minute, Carl. I don't know if there's anything to drink anyway, so I'd bring back something else to use, right?
So yeah, we're just finishing up the quarterfinals here. Raymond and Escher advance, pending any decisions related to that game. Was that decision final, Carl? Yes. So Raymond and Escher advance. Looks like Corey's going to advance as well, but there's still, the rest of the players are playing a playoff. Ben and Snow look like they have to play a playoff to see who advances in that group. Same in group 3. Looks like Damien and Bob Matthews have to play a playoff. And group 4 is still in progress. So lots of tight matches. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, tomorrow we will have another Classics tournament on stream around the same time. And then on Sunday we have the grand finals for the main bank, as well as the women's bank and the high stakes bank. All will be streamed here on IE Pinball. So be sure to tune in, hit that subscribe button. Throw Carl some bits for all of this work he puts in. Carl and Jim just running around all day, setting everything up. A lot of work. And it really shows. So we should be getting into the next round, or hopefully we'll see one of these playoff games, perhaps. That'd be great. These games were all dialed in. Very difficult in this Classics bank. We've seen a lot of Laser Q on stream, some Free Fall, some Kings of Steel. There are, I believe, 5 more games. Hopefully we'll get one of those on stream. Yeah, the high stakes bank, $50 a card, and it's an amazing bank. Anyone would love the high stakes bank. Barracora, Jackbot, Paragon, Godzilla, Argosy, awesome tournament games. And they really brought out all of the great games for the high stakes bank. Welcome back, Raymond.
Glad to be back. Enjoying pinball this weekend. It's only Friday.
Yeah, still lots of pinball to be played. It's a marathon.
So, Dane, these games are already completed, I believe. We're just waiting for confirmation. It looks like the Sea Witch group did finish up. Bone Karen's getting 9 points, and we're going to have a playoff between Phil Baird of DC and Will McKinney. Don't really know where Will's from. I know
he's from Arizona, I believe.
Arizona.
He's a very skilled player from Arizona.
Yeah.
I've seen him at ZapCon. He comes out to INDISC.
Group 3, Keith Elwin advanced. Keith Elwin actually had lesser points than Damien and Bob there.
Yeah.
So Bob and Damien are going to have a playoff because Bob Caldwell ended up with second place in that Laser Q game. Looks like Corey Dunn qualifying on Joker Poker, and we're going to have a playoff as well.
Oh, on Blue Note.
Yep, and I think it's Snow Galvin was having a playoff as well. I'm not sure which playoff we're doing here. But we're going to be playing Blue Note here, which
Brand new game.
I
On
did
stream.
not have a good any good luck with this game.
I
Although
didn't.
I was wearing my cat helmet when I played it.
I did not have good luck either. Unfortunately, this game can be kind of annoying because you want to get this center spinner lit for 1,000 a spin, and you change the value by hitting this right spinner.
Yep.
And if it just spins the wrong number of times, you'll just never get that 1,000 lit.
Yep.
You also want to hit the do-re-mi targets on the left side of the playfield.
And what does that do?
Gives you points. I believe if you get them all, you would like
Lights
the special.
yeah. And I think the special is just one
Oh,
shot.
actually, interesting fact about this game. I think this is the first game that had an actual skill shot programmed into the game. Or, I guess it's not programmed because it's an EM. But this lane is lit up here for the skill shot.
I need it for a minute.
I'm
We have
sorry.
lost some tiebreakers, so I got to fix it.
I was stealing Carl's mouse cursor,
Ah,
so I will not do that. But yeah, I believe if you plunge that lane, I forget how much the point value it is, but hopefully someone will plunge it and we'll see. I do believe after you hit the do-re-mi targets on the left and they unlight, they are worth 5,000 a hit after when they are not lit. But I was not having luck hitting them.
I was down to 1 and then traded my last ball, so that's where I was at. This is not pinball, guys. Just to make that clear. But if you want to see the Carl needing to do a lot of things, here's part of it. What's up?
Oh, we're good. Got the game up
Oh,
there.
Gotcha. All right. Unfortunately, I'm not sure who this is, but this is a one-player EM. So he's player 1, and then whoever's the... there was a 3-player group, so it's possible that's this group. Gets the first 2 note targets. He's up to 17,000 already, though. His spinner's only lit for 10 points.
And
You can see that right spinner, unfortunately, lands it back to 10 points.
And that's where this game can be frustrating.
Yep, definitely with, he spun it some, but it's up to 100, not the 1,000 we're looking for. So that was ball 3, I believe. So we're on ball 4. 24,000 points. Has 3 do, re, mi targets left. His spinner's now worth 10. Nails one of the note targets. And we're going down in the final ball, 32,000. Yeah, someone's sneezing. I think that's sunshine. Yeah, we are in the Museum of Pinball in Banning, California. Which hosts several events over the year, including this one. So there is that sling right next to the left flipper, which makes things very difficult on this game.
So those note targets worth 5,000 a pop right now. Gets the 1, 2, 3.
He's up to 43,000. Oh, spinner's worth 10 points, unfortunately, and he finishes the game with 45,150, which is not shabby. And he is up against Snow Galvin, so we'll see if Snow Galvin could succeed and surpass him in this game.
Yeah, so I find it interesting how the skill shot, it even turns off once a switch is hit. So even that far back, this was the first game they thought to put in a skill shot like that. Plunge to the right lane.
Yeah.
Get an extra bonus.
And it does move, it looks like.
Yeah.
How do you move it? Or is it the right one, then the middle, then the left,
I think
possibly?
it's just random.
Okay.
Or however it works in the EM mechanics. You certainly can't change it. There is no lane changing or anything.
All the lunch boxes in the chat. Let's go.
So that skill shot was worth 10,000.
Yep. Now Snow is from Colorado Pinball. She streams pinball as well with her husband Paul.
Give them a follow.
He gets one of the do, re, mi targets, followed by another one. It's already up to 11,000. She needs 45, and this is only ball 1. Let's go.
Oh.
Gets a drain.
And
but
it is
okay.
so hard to get the ball under control on that left flipper to hit that right spinner, what you want to do. And even if you do hit it, then sometimes it doesn't even stop under 1,000.
She did come down the right lane. She drains the ball. Her spinner only went to 100. So ball 3. Hits that spinner, and it stops at 10. Hits the spinner anyways. Why not? Opting to flick it over to the do, re, mi targets. Gets a drain. This is going to be ball 4. She's at 15,000. She needs 45, guys.
Needs 30,000. Oh, that skill shot would have helped.
Would have.
Oh, no.
Gets a drain. She's not happy. She's at 17,000. She knows she needs 45.
So at this point, hitting those unlit do, re, mi targets for 5,000 a pop would definitely help.
Yep, but she goes down that right spinner and into the out lane.
The game just did not cooperate. So congrats to Ben.
Congrats on Ben for moving on into the semis. Well played, Snow, for qualifying and putting on a good quarterfinals.
Definitely. I mean, this tournament is stacked. So to make it this far is amazing.
Yep. So we could see between Damien and Bob Matthews playoff. Bob Matthews won. And the only other playoff we had was
Will McKinney and Phil.
Yep, Will McKinney and Phil.
All right, the other games are wrapping up right now.
All right.
So just a minute or two.
Sounds good. Yeah, that was unlucky. It was like 3 constant right lane spinners into the middle.
That's the way the EMs go sometimes.
So a little time for our sponsors with Scorebit.
You're watching It Never Drains in Southern California. here in Banning.
Can't wait to see some of those color DMDs. We've got them on Monster Bash. We got them on Baywatch.
It really adds a lot to the game.
Yep. We're playing at Museum of Pinball. You guys are in Southern California. You should look it up and see if you want to come out for a day of pinball.
Pin Stadium lights make a ton of difference. It makes such a difference to actually see the game.
I need to actually, I've seen it on stream, definitely with the Quarterfinals.
Captain's Warehouse. Buy some pinball games for your home.
Yeah, not buy, auction.
Yeah.
Bid on
Already
those
bid.
games.
Bid.
And we got Comet Pinball.
Thank you, Comet Pinball.
Score bit. Do you guys want to see Fred Richardson?
Fred Richardson's going to join us.